She's not bamboo, not mimosa, or mint, but she suffers from a very bad garden reputation, and I'm here to change that. Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're watching today. This is my midweek video. If you like my video, please watch my Saturday videos because they're much longer and I go through my whole garden. So today we're going to concentrate on one item, which is hard for me to do, but that is the Plume Poppy, the Macleaya cordata. Now this has a bad reputation, as you saw in the teaser, and it's known to be invasive. In fact, when you buy it in New York, it's still legal to sell and buy. It comes with a warning that it can be invasive and you shouldn't be planting it out in the wilderness or things like that. What I like about this plant is that I can use it on my hill, which is the space between my house and the pool, and everyone knows I struggle with that space even though it looks pretty good. I like it because I've had it for probably 7 years and it has not overtaken the hill. And some of you may say, oh, but it will. But I can keep it at bay pretty much, and I really haven't had to cut it down or remove it. I struggle with plants on the hill. There are only certain plants that like this hill because it is so steep. And I think that keeps it in check, but it looks really, really pretty. So what are the benefits of the Plume Poppy? So why do I like this plant? I like it because it has tall structure to it. I like it because the hummingbirds like it. I like it because the flowers are pretty. It's all these good things. So when you're on a hill and you're at the pool and you're looking up at the hill, you need tall things. I am still finding hydrangeas and things that I planted long ago when there was nothing on the hill that are now completely hidden by the hill because large plants have grown up in front of them. So when you have a hill like that, unless you have all short plants, you have to make sure you have height toward the top of the hill, even though it's up high, so it can be seen above the other plants as they all grow. Because long ago I planted little rhododendrons and little shrubs and things like that, and they've all gotten so big that things in the back don't show. These show, and they look really, really nice. And I want to take you through that in the garden. To keep this plant from spreading, you can simply just chop it off on the bottom when it starts coming up, and that will stop the growth for the entire year on that one plant. You can also dig up the roots on it, which I don't do, I just chop them off, or you can deadhead it before it goes to seed. I do not think mine are seeding anywhere. They have stayed in the same spot. They've spread out. I think they're just spreading by the roots. It's a nice little spread, it's pretty contained, and again, I'm saying this because I think it's because I'm on the hill. I don't know if I would recommend this on a very flat area in your garden because it might take over. I'm not trying to put a bad plant in your garden. I'm just trying to be realistic on it. If you have a hill, this could be a really nice one to have. So how tall does this plant get? Mine, I've had up to 8 feet, which is quite tall, but it also solves my problem on the hill because I get these big, beautiful, tall plants with tall flowers, and they don't have to be staked. I love hollyhocks, but my hollyhocks on the hill are a disaster because they just fall over all the time. So unless I'm getting up in there and staking them, it's always a problem. I am up standing on the wall, and still they're planted below the wall, and they're so tall. This one's taller than I am, and there's a good 3-4 feet down below me here. And this gives a better representation of how tall they are. This is actually one of the shorter ones here, and it's at least 6 feet. So the ones back over here are probably pushing 8-9 feet out here, which is just amazing. And this is not a big gigantic cluster. I've had this for many years. It has not spread over here. It has not spread beyond this clump. It's just right here with the hydrangeas at the very top of the hill by the wall, which I'm going to show you the wall in just a second here. So there's my deck up here. The koi pond is just on the other side of this wall. Here is my wall with mimosa. I used to have a gigantic mimosa tree. Talking about invasive species, I have one small one in the front and I have billions of them coming up. Mugwort mixed in with the plume poppies. But here they all are, here on the hill, just at the top, among the hydrangeas, looking toward the pool and the Hudson River. The flowers have not quite opened on these. They're just starting to go, and then I will see a lot more activity. But they look so beautiful even with the buds, and the flowers are not much bigger than that. So it's definitely a tiny light flower that you're getting. It's just a very pretty plant. And I like the leaves too. I think the leaves are stunning on them. I think they're quite attractive. I think the color of the stem is a nice contrast to all the greenery, especially with all the tropicals I have in my garden. It gives a nice look, a different look to the feel of the garden, and the height, of course, is amazing. So what is the rating I'm giving this Plume Poppy? I am giving it an 8. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, you can't do that. It's invasive. It's a perennial. It's pretty. If you keep it in check, it's so easy. It comes back year after year. There's almost no work other than keeping it in check. If you have it on a hill, you almost don't need to do anything. If you only had a hill, I actually would give it a 9 or a 10. But I'm going to say 8 just because I'm worried about all of you with beautiful flat gardens that I am jealous of. So that's why I'm giving it an 8. It is a great plant. It is pretty. You just have to be careful with it. Not like bamboo. It is not bamboo. Don't think of it as being bamboo. Don't treat it like bamboo. It's not the same animal. I am up on the area by the koi pond, but I wanted to show you how beautiful these are. These are on the hill. You can see them towering above the hill right there. These beautiful plumes with the river in the background. And they're so dramatic. That's what's so fabulous. I mean, yes, the scenery is dramatic too, but yes, I need some dramatic plants to go with my dramatic scenery. I hope you have thought about the plume poppy now. I hope maybe you're considering the plume poppy, and if you've had experience with the plume poppy, I would love to hear it. If it was good, if it was bad, if you've had them on a flat garden, which that is the big concern I have, is if it's flat ground, if they really spread that way, because I don't know. But I would love to hear back from you, so please let me know. Also, don't forget, please comment. I like that. It's so much more fun. And remember, Saturday I will have a new video out. So please like and subscribe. Please comment, all those good things. I hope everything is going well in your garden. I hope you have good weather, and I will see you on Saturday.